What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Sometimes in DD2, you want to grind it out and get yourself some crafting materials, however, you just kind of want to have a lazy chill day. So with that in mind, this is my Sunday afternoon reroll token farming kind of chill build that I've been doing lately. Lots of different options on this map. We are on Chaos 10, the Wildest West, of course. This is just one that is fun to use. It's a turtle build, as this map is just so awesome for turtle builds. And let's go ahead and get things started. We're going to be focusing on the Spectral Knight on this one. We got defense rate, anti-melee, anti-chaos, spectral amplification, destruction, mass destruction. Now, I did show this build off before, pre-stat squish, but this is after the squish, and still works really, really well. Now, there's a couple of variations of the build. I'll show them both right here. That definitely get the job done. So we're going to start off with 8 Spectral Knights. We're going to pack these in as close as possible. Then we're going to go another 8 of them this way. Once again, just kind of packing them in just as tight as we can, as we want to fit all this, of course, on just one buff beam. So let's go ahead and jack it up. What else? We got, is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. No, one more set. And there is our 8. Now, right in the middle of this mess, we're going to want to throw down a destructive pylon. You want to get it in first. Right there in the middle, I'm using destructive pylon and range pylon on an anti-heal water aura. And then we're going to throw a boost aura in right next to it. Once the range pylon kicks in, the boost aura is going to cover all the goodies. And then we will go with a buff beam going down the entire stack. Now, we are going to have a little leftover DU on this one. I still don't have a werewolf properly set up. This is just kind of a generic totem I've got for walls. We're going to use this with automation, juggernaut, and werewolf general. The werewolf general is not really going to be doing much, so you can use werewolf general or use the other werewolf shard, which I don't have handy, so we're just going to slap that in there. Now, here is the main variation. If you're just playing solo and you're semi-AFK, then you can just go with one werewolf just right on each side, just right in the middle of the lane. Now, then we'll go with a reflect beam, of course. Now, if you are playing in a group, or if you really want to 100% walk away from the build and not do anything, then instead of going 8 Spectral Knights each way, only go 7 Spectral Knights each way, and then throw in 2 werewolves. This is a wide lane, so periodically something will... Usually the werewolf gets aggro, but every now and then something will walk past. So if you're 100% AFK or playing in a group, only go with 7 and then go with 2 werewolves right there. And you want to protect all that with a reflect beam, of course. Now, since I am not going to be fully AFK, I'm just going to throw 1 werewolf down, and I'll show you what I mean here as the map is running. And then let's get a reflect beam in. Now, up here, we want to do the same thing. 8 of the lovely Spectral Knights, so just getting them as close together as we can. Here, it's not really that important as far as lining them up perfect or getting them real close together. So just throw them on the ground, get your 8 down. 8 is a little bit over the top here for this one, but, you know, gets the job done. Once again, we're going to go with our wrong aura. We're going to go with a destructive pylon, and then we'll throw a boost aura down, and, of course, get that buff beam in. Now, here we can get away, even playing in a group, you can just do 1 werewolf, as these lanes do come together real tight. Additionally, they're just all going to aggro to that 1 werewolf there. So just throwing 1 werewolf here will get the job done for you. Now, you see we've got 100 DU left. At this point, you can do lots of different things. You could throw in like a Skyguard tower to help out with the flyers. Then we got another 50. Just to play things absolutely safe, we can go with like a reflect beam at each side of the core, as there will be some ranged projectiles flying around the map. That will give you some protection versus that. You can kind of play it by ear. Now, if you're doing the 2 werewolf build, then just put a double reflect beam here and have it cover the core as well from that angle. So you'll be in good shape there. Now, when this map is running, you got a few different options. You can just let it run, or you can boost it out. So depending on how you're wanting to play, I generally, when I'm semi-AFK, I love playing boost builds. So I'll just bust out the old Initiate and, you know, spam it up here. Just throw them down wherever. And as you see, the enemies are just getting smoked. Now, we will see Chieftain, of course, push all the way up to the wall. However, these werewolves are some tanky boys, let me tell you. Here comes the Chieftain now. He's going to heal through all the damage he's got going. Now, you see that Chieftain is going right to the core. But then as it gets closer, is it not going to turn over? Nope, it's not going to turn over to the wall. Normally, it turns over to the werewolf. Maybe I got this one not quite centered well. Let's check out this Chieftain here and see if it's going to go over to my werewolf. It's going right to... Yeah, see, that one turned and went over to the werewolf, even though it was going right to the core. Now, if you do the 2 wide with 2 werewolves on each lane, that just doesn't happen. I mean, there's just no way anything is going to get past. So that's where, like, the full AFK experience comes in. Going to continue to boost it out here and just blaze through the rest of this one. Now, you notice I'm just completely ignoring this lane, and one of the reasons is this is just so many levels of overkill for that lane up there. That is just for sure. But Chieftain coming down, looking good, and yeah, Spectral Knights are just having their way with these baddies, no doubt. Nothing else should make it down the lane. The occasional Berserker or Super Berserker will make it down into an uncomfortable range. And then the Chieftains, of course. But that is about it that's going to make it to the walls. Everything else is just going to get Spectral Knighted in the face. Now, as I mentioned, this is all about the chill factor. The Sunday afternoon chillaxathon, or whatever you want to call it. It's Sunday afternoon, and here I am chillaxing. So I just felt like this was a great build to showcase. Now, I do this just about every Sunday, just kind of kick it with some kind of chill build. So next Sunday, I'll probably do a different one. However, make sure to let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite just chill farming build? You know, I mean, obviously we need lots of reroll tokens, which I'm getting from this map. We're going to need lots of clusters. In that case, you know, you can go to one of the dungeons maps and chillax it out. But where do you just farm when you just want to kind of chill? So Sunday afternoon, you know, not really anything that I'm wanting to watch, any shows or anything going right now that I'm really paying attention to, but this would be a prime build for just kicking it and watching some shows. Now, I'm going to move this werewolf over just a tickle since it wasn't covering so well. So let's move it over just a touch that way. We'll throw down a reflect, and then let's bounce on forward to wave 5 and see how this one closes out. And here we go into the final wave. Now, taking a look here, we've got some upgraded, some not upgraded. I just kind of spammed them around. I didn't bother running around the map and collecting up any of the mana. So just the mana that is I'm picking up each wave is all I've been using. And, of course, on the boss wave here, I normally would DPS the bosses just to see if they go faster, or just to make them go faster, as wave 6 can be over quite quickly. However, for this one, I think I'm just going to chillax it out, no boosts or anything, and see if it actually gets through them. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure it's going to. But let's find out here. See if these werewolves can hold up against the class bosses. Now, one of the challenges we have here is, of course, these bosses are a lot tankier. And that, of course, means that the Spectral Knights are going to be focusing on, or locked in on that enemy. And some of the smaller guys can get through. Okay, the Squire just got slapped. The Huntress is actually real close, but got slapped. The Apprentice is making his way down and got slapped as well. So yeah, looks pretty good. So that is my favorite Sunday afternoon grind build this week. Of course, it changes every week, but this is the one for me today, no doubt. So hop on in, give the Spectral Knights a chance. I do suggest for full AFK value, you go 7 Spectral Knights here and go with the 2 Werewolves. And then this lane up here, if you want to throw in any extra DU with anything, you really don't need 8 of them here. I think, 5, 6 will completely annihilate this. 8 is way overkill. So if you wanted to make any modifications and come up with some extra DU, that would be a great place for it. And let's take a look at that crazy 10 out of 10 snakeskin mod with that maximum hero damage roll that's about to drop here. Let's see. No such luck today. Oh well. Next time for certain. But that will do it for now. Happy Sunday, y'all, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.